Welcome back. In this video we're going to try to save Minsc. So we'll select our Alfira character in camp and we're going to equip for spellcasting. So we'll swap out her helm and we're going to grab the Hood of the Weave to get a +2 to the spell save DC. Take a look at our cloaks. I don't think we've got one yet that raises difficulty class. We don't. We can swap our armor for the armor of the Sport Keeper, which will give us a +1. And I believe that Gale has our magic staff, so we will equip the Staff of Cherished Necromancy, or Woe. So Woe gives us a +1 to spell save DC. The Cherished Necromancy does not, so we're going to equip Woe. And the intent here is that we're going to go in and we're going to cast Sleet Storm to try to knock everybody down. If we go to our spell page, we can see that our spell save DC is 19. That's pretty high. So we should collect most of them. We could use one of the other characters with an elixir of Battle Mage's Power to get even higher with the same equipment, so we could get up to 22. That's basically not savable for most of the opponents in the game. We're going to take our current party here and we're going to go to the Grey Harbor docks. We're going to head back to Lady Janeth's house. So the regular quest would lead you through the sewers on a bit of a wild goose chase and through some puzzles to enter this same room from the other side. If we were exploring because we were just sort of playing the game for the first time, this is actually something that you might encounter before you even run into the sewers. Lady Janeth's house is one of the first things that you could run into on this side of town. We're going to break the whole party apart, so we don't want anybody repositioning. There are traps, essentially, and we've ended up accidentally talking.
Tired of these false faces. Every corner we turn, another. And now it is my face they use to turn Minsc against us. I am sorry, but I am just tired.
So we'll just tell her enough sulking, time to get going.
Oh, a terrible rallying speech. No poetry. Not even a little pat on the head. When I left Minsc to this fate, I believed I had no choice. I believe it still. We were ignorant of our enemy, unarmed against the cult. I made the right decision, but I do not like how easily I made it. Minsc would have never left me behind, no matter what happened. That is his problem entire. The past century left Minsc unchanged. And so he believes the world has never changed, that I have not. You saw the fool, hanging on the doppelganger's every word for no other reason than it wears my face.
So we're just going to say that she's worried about her friend, and that's not a problem.
No. But snotting into my sleeve while there is still work to do is. Come then. We need a lead, and bullying this banker ought to make me feel better.
And she'll come back in. Didn't actually mean to have that conversation right then. We just want to move this barrel. And then we're going to move this wicker basket. That's going to reveal a secret door. And we'll move the stuff out of the way. There's a little trap right here on the floor. Whether or not we succeed in it, we're just going to jump over it and pick up the barrels that are in the room. send them to camp. So that limits the damage that the trap would be able to do. And then we can pull everybody in. Someone's probably going to see it, but we get a small explosion. If the barrels were there, it would be a large explosion. Now, we've taken all of that, and to get our wild shape charges back and heal and get our multi-shot charges back, we're going to take a short rest. This is the second one we've taken today. As a bard, we get an extra one, which is the Song of Rest that we used. So we're going to enter into this hatch, and then we'll get to see Minsc and set up our fight.
All the coins there. My thanks. It sounds like you made quite a mess getting it, too. All in a day's work for the Lord of Murder, eh?
Our Lady. We serve only the Absolute.
Of course. Been years since we Zenta and dabbled in god worship. So easy to get them all mixed up. And you, big man. When did you start worshipping gods? Did they give your wee rodent a worm friend, too?
Rodent?
Enough! You will show the Stone Lord proper respect. And you will return to the guild hall and do as we have paid you to.
You're the boss.
Wait.
And suddenly, another presence looms in your mind. Another tadpole.
Some sneak thief lurks nearby. The same one I sensed in the counting house. I can taste your thoughts, coward! Come out, so I may spill them on the ground!
And we're just going to attack.
Right. I'm sure you have all of this in hand. We'll see you in the guild hall when the job is done.
So if we had left Roa alive, that would be her instead of Boss Friel. All right, so first things first,
I think I could go another round. Forward.
we'll set up over here and block the way.
Come on. Can't stay idle.
And we'll have Alfira step up. And what we want to get is Sleet Storm. We have several scrolls of it. And if you didn't, it's no big deal. You could have equipped Jaheira with this equipment to cast Sleet Storm or Halcyon. The reason that we've got Jaheira and Halcyon in owlbear form is so that they can deal passive damage, they can knock out Minsc. So the goal of this fight is to incapacitate Minsc without killing him. So we're going to drop it in this little area here, knock everybody prone, step back out of the way.
This is the easy part.
And we'll sort of wait for people to come forward. This guy's already saved, and he falls down again. Our owlbears are basically just here to slow down traffic if we do end up with anybody that's coming up. This gal right here has got like 10,000 gold pieces on her that the absolutists have paid her to go to the Thieves Guild and kill everyone. Pretty impressed that she made it 5 feet. So most of the damage to not Minsc that we're going to do is going to be done with the elementals. So we'll drop 3 icicles here. And we've got the dog out of combat, and we're starting to get rid of the unstoppable charges. You can see with such a high value for our difficulty, it's really difficult for anybody to move. And we'll teleport to the same edge. And we can shoot at the fake Jaheira since she's still standing. And here we're running out of space, but we can still fit one more on the edge. And we'll do it again. This guy's just here to absorb shots, if there are any, and she'll just stand in back. We don't care if he gets hunter marked. This guy's probably going to climb down and join us here eventually. So our main character is an archer. We don't have enough range to get a shot on anybody, I don't think. We do. Okay, so we'll go ahead and take some shots into the closest one. That's going to be our role here for most rounds, and then to step back to try to make sure that no one interrupts our concentration, because our bard is not good at maintaining that, does not have resilient constitution, does not have forecaster. You can see he made it one step. And if we want to, we can bring one of the owlbears down. We just don't want to step on the ice. And we don't mind using the lethal attacks until we're attacking Minsc. As always, if somebody can get off one attack, it's going to be a crit. She's a little dangerous. She casts slow. So you see she's trying to hit everybody up here. I don't really mind that much. We could counter it, we could not counter it. I'll just let it go. So the only thing that we're doing up here anyway is just playing firing squad on the people that are running up. And he saw that she was a doppelganger, but apparently didn't believe it. Too far away for anyone to hit. Same for Jaheira. We're not capable of doing crushing flight right now. We can try and dash. And we don't get a bonus action because we're slowed, so we'll just hang out down here and get shot at. Again, they're fake hit points. The elementals are pretty much immune. We'll bring one down. We're already getting tired of her shooting at us. And we just need to be careful to not hit Minsc too hard once he gets in. So you see he just fell down immediately on stepping in, and we're not slowed anymore. We don't have a shot to get in there, so we'll reposition another elemental. And take another series of shots. We'll just leave this one up here. No one for Elvira to shoot. Jaheira doesn't need to move. They're shooting at Halsin, so we'll just jump out of the way. Really impressive display on that, getting across the ice. And he's going to cast slow again. We don't care for the same reason we didn't care last time. And she's in range of the one that was up on top now. And she's out of the combat. We don't care about Hunter's Mark. And here, this guy's going to climb down and finally join the fight. We don't have anyone in range for our archer. We're not going to deploy the owlbears yet. We do need to be careful here. So we're going to shoot just the invoker and not Minsc. He's going to cast Ice Knife on the water elemental, amusingly doing damage. It's made of water. And we'll break his concentration. And he's too far away to be hit by that one. I'll just end the round. And he pretty much falls immediately as he steps onto the sleeve. Most folks will. It's really pretty impressive anytime someone doesn't. They rolled pretty well. 19 is very high. We've got Jaheira will jump down to deal with his archer. And then we'll just jump back up next round. They're very excited to get something to attack that they don't have to move through the sleet for. One hit point. They will not be slowed for very long. Let's see if we can do that one hit point. There we go. And we're unslowed. And we've got this guy and Minsc left. We'll teleport. End our round. End our round. Let's see where Minsc wants to go. And we don't care about Hunter's Mark. And he's not moving around too much. I think this one's too far away to hit, so we'll skip our round.
I think we have given offense.
The owlbear can trip and fall. And this jump looks like it's a little too long. We'll reposition back up top. And from this height, Halsin might be able to make it, and he can, so we'll jump down. And here's one of the rougher parts of being an owlbear, is that sometimes you'll knock the opponent away and have to stand on ice. Okay, so that's everybody down except for Minsc. Let's go ahead and check our passives. We're going to turn on non-lethal attacks. And at this point in time, we're mostly just interested in getting the owlbears next to Minsc to knock him out. The rest of the characters, the elementals, cannot do non-lethal, right? So we would need to be very careful to only do damage with physical, hand-to-hand, non-lethal attacks to knock him out. And ideally, we've got Jaheira out of form and Halsin to take care of this one. So given the round and the turn order right here, we're actually just going to pass everyone's round, let Minsc decide what to do, and we'll cancel the sleep storm. And we don't care if he does a little damage right there. Okay, so we're going to cancel the sleep storm so that our owlbears can come in. And a word of warning on the owlbears, the crushing flight is not capable of doing non-lethal damage. It is always lethal. He has 100 hit points, so this crushing flight is not going to kill him. But it will hurt.
For the fallen.
Alright, so he's got 28 hit points left. Let's take a look at Halsin. If we did maximum damage, we would do 22. If we crit, it would do too much. So we're going to Crushing Leap not next to Minsc. We're not going to hit him with the Crushing Leap. And we're still prone because the ice is still on the ground there. We'll just skip our round. And again, we don't mind if Minsc attacks us. That's no problem. We have lots of hit points. The druids don't even use their own. Okay, so we've got Halsin up and Jaheira up. So we'll have Jaheira leave form. I cannot remember if we enter a dialogue right away or not. We'll have Halsin double check. We're doing non-lethal. Hit him once. Hit him twice.
Against the darkness swarming, his senses a single light glows. Rage, flaring brighter every moment.
Killed her.
He won't stay down for long. Tell your Elitha to protect him from the Elder Brain's influence. Quickly!
No. This one will not aid our cause. Get rid of him.
So the game really makes you want to have Minsc in your party, and we're going to say that he needs to extend his protection.
Don't be foolish. He is too unpredictable. He will only be a hindrance to us.
So we're going to say he's Jaheira's friend to do it.
No, I will not be coerced into protecting him. You do not see what I do. His thoughts, his mind, pure chaos.
The mind flare pours poison in your ear, I think. Tell it I will tear the prism from your grasp and throw it into the deepest lava pit I can find. Long after our bones are dust and ash, the walls of its prison will still be burning. Now help my friend!
She bluffs. Surely she would not risk the fate of all for one simple life.
And it doesn't really matter. We're just going to say that we don't want to find out, or it doesn't matter, help him. And we're going to go with it doesn't matter, help him.
Fine. Have it your way.
His mind unfolds beneath yours. A still lake pulls you down into its depths. Images flash by, battles fought, and friends fallen. His rage grows colder, burrows deeper, as a familiar face crystallizes before you.
Jaheira, you killed her!
You are being dramatic.
The instant's hesitation is enough. With a sensation of terrible rending, something vast and nameless falls away from his mind.
There. It is done.
Jaheira? I do not understand.
Good. That means you're back to your old ways. We have a lot to discuss. But first, you have someone to thank.
In the sudden silence, your minds merge once more. More memories, sensations, but passing too quickly for you to track. In the same breath, you share everything that happened to you. The Nautiloid, the Absolute, the chosen of the Dead Three.
You saved Minsc. While he danced like a Mind Flayer's meat puppet. Why?
And we're going to say that it was Jaheira. I like that the original Minsc was voiced by the same guy, I think, that did Winnie the Pooh, and this version is Matt Mercer, I think. So we'll say that Jaheira insisted.
Suggested.
You do well to heed her. Jaheira was very wise. Even before she was very old. There is someone you must meet. He is... Where is he?
And after we exit the dialogue,
Catch a break.
he's going to go try and find his companion, the space hamster. And we've got to wait for everybody to finish climbing this ladder so that we can climb down. I think I'll just cast Featherfall and jump. Most of these guys are not worth robbing, but Boss Friol certainly is. If we open up this bag, we find that she's got 10,000 gold pieces, and that's worth picking up. She's also got a magical longbow, which we don't need, and some armor. And at this point, we can have Halsin exit farm as well.
All right. What now? Keep going.
And we're going to catch up with Minsc. And he's the only one that can bust through this section of wall, I believe. And he's smashed open a bunch of stuff, and here he is.
My friend, from our brief sharing of skulls, I know you have faced many strange beings, but none like this. Whatever happens, show no fear and stay your hand. Trust in Minsc.
And we'll say that we do trust him.
Minsc finds that the less thinking he does, the easier the trusting comes. Wait! You gaze into Minsc's soul and see his foul crimes. You smell the stench of evil upon him, pointy claws primed, ready to scratch out his eyes. I am sorry, my friend. I am at the mercy of your faultless justice. Now, if you must burrow through my blackened heart, I am ready. No? You are certain? Such boundless compassion. You are all heart. And whiskers. And cute little nose. You are right, of course. There is still much evil for Boo and Minsc to stamp out. But we need not fight it alone. I have a new face to show you. But it is not a villainous one for the clawing. Understand? This is Boo. And Boo, meet you?
We'll say it's an honor. We are from town and know what Boo is about.
No, it is a hamster. A miniature giant space hamster. Fear not, you will learn the difference in time. Those villains locked Boo away, lest his righteous gaze cause their tadpole to flee in terror. Now we are together again. All will be exactly as... Boo, why do you use such language? Once more, my hamster proves himself my greater half, and makes the path clear when my mind is fuzzier than his tiny bottom. He says we will join with you, and cleanse Baldur's gate of evil. Together!
We'll ask him to secure his rodent and follow us.
Minsc is honored indeed, but you have not the space, hmm?
And we'll have him swap out for Starion.
Get comfortable, Boo. We go to battle and... to glory, or glorious death.
And we've completed the High Harper and added some approval from Minsc. He's a ranger.
Justice, truth, and the virtuous.
And although it does show him with great feats of strength, that's not showing up on the character list here. So this is an opportunity to level up a new character. And we'll do that in the next video. We'll talk about rangers and whether or not you want to do the achievement for leveling a character with 1 level in every class. I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.